And this administration today, here and now, declares unconditional war on poverty in America. It will not be a short or easy struggle. No single weapon or strategy will suffice. But we shall not rest until that war is won. The richest nation on earth can afford to win it. We cannot afford to lose it.
In the beginning, there was a desk, a telephone book, and a promise of an $8,000 grant. We kept our records in a shoebox.
When I first started working with GMA Community Actions, our office was located in the Greer Building in Greenwood. Later on, we moved to the old National Guard Armory on Phoenix Street. I think I was probably the fourth employee that was hired, and Mr. William A. Pruitt was our executive director. None of us knew what would come out of President Lyndon B. Johnston's war on poverty, but we knew that we were a part of something great, and great it has been.
I came to GLEAMNS in 1970. Prior to that, I was the executive director in Lawrence, South Carolina. Along with the L that we put in GLEAMNS came Edgefield with the E. We operated for about 8 to 12 years, and we had programs like Head Start, NYC Neighborhood Youth Corps, Weatherization, Community Service Organization, and things of that nature.
The Economic Opportunity Act created the Community Action Program to mobilize the human and financial resources of the nation to combat poverty.
And help provide service throughout, touching so many lives, giving people the opportunity to advance and to move out of poverty. During this agency, I've seen people move from low income to middle income and to become owners of their home, enjoying the American dream. And then they're being able to give their children hope and talk and plan for the future. And I've seen great, through the Head Start program, I've seen lawyers, doctors, school teachers, engineers, and so on come from this program.
Established in 1966, the agency first served only Greenwood, McCormick, and Abbeville counties. The agency was known as GMA. In 1970, Saluda County joined. By 1974, the agency was also serving Edgefield and Lawrence counties. The last county, Newberry, joined in 1993, creating the GLEAMNS acronym, representing the 7 core counties.
The heart of GLEAMNS is our programs. Through them, we provide services to all of the communities which we serve. During the early years, GLEAMNS provided services through the Craftmobile, DSS Transportation, New Opportunities for Women, Nutrition for Babies, Title 20, Summer Head Start program, which later became the Head Start program for 9 months, USDA, which became Child Care Food Program, Summer Feeding Program, Summer Recreation, Neighborhood Youth Corps, which later became WIA, Mental Retardation, which was later spun off to the Burton Center.
After working with Head Start for several years, we found the need to expand services to children of parents who were working or in school. We wrote grants to provide preschool services, and during some summers we had services for children up to age 12. Later services were also provided for migrant children, infants through preschool, for seasonal farm workers in Edgefield County.
I just want to say about Sunday United Methodist Church. In our church, there was a lady who we had just finished building our church. And there was a lady in the church who did not want to let the Head Start program come in because she said that simply that these little children gonna dirty up our new church. And I said then into the board at the church, if the church can't help young people and people that's down and out, who in the hell can help them?
In 1973, most Americans were affected by the oil crisis, which led to spiraling home heating bills. Congress created the U.S. Department of Energy Weatherization Assistance Program in 1976 under Title IV of the Energy Conservation and Production Act.
Kenny said, you know, and I know where you can get a job for 7 weeks. I said, for 7 weeks? I said, I don't know about that. He said, well, you know, and then you can go to get to school and finish school. I said, okay, and that sounded good to me. And I worked my 7 weeks, and then I've been here almost for 37 years since them 7 weeks, so I think I did real good. And I went to Aiken, and James Brown was there, and everybody loved the tape by James Brown.
A huge compliment to the weatherization program came through the Office of Community Services. As with the mantra of community action, programs were developed to address the heat or eat dilemma. Out of the energy crisis came the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, designed to help reduce the burden of high energy costs.
Starting with Neighborhood Youth Corps to WIA, our programs have been designed to assess and improve upon the skill sets of the customer to make them more marketable, to compete for higher wage positions.
Over the years, I have served as an accounting clerk, a payroll clerk, and currently serve as human resources manager. During that period of time, we had over 100 employees, and all of the work within the agency was done manually. I distinctly remember when we got our first computer, a coworker and I had to travel to Lexington, Kentucky for training. After we returned from the trip, we put everything in motion and everything was much simpler.
44 years ago, when I started with GLEAMNS, nothing was automated. Everything we did was by hand. We recorded accounts payables on large green ledger sheets. We typed checks with carbon copy checks. Each program was assigned a bookkeeper. We received our first computer, and the computer was for the entire office, one computer for the entire office. And needless to say, we were terrified to use it.
Well, I came to GLEAMNS in February of 2002. And upon arriving here at GLEAMNS, I realized what a great agency this was. I focused on changing the image and the perception out in the community, the view, and within the agency, making people feel good about what it is they were doing here and why they were working. And if I can borrow a saying from, I think it was Henry Ford, and that is, coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. So we had the community coming to assist us. The staff put their shoulder to the wheel, and the Board of Commissioners came together and supported most of the ideas that I had. There was a committee in town that had been meeting about this Mays House. And we found out that we could actually get the Mays House if we were methodical about it and strategically plan our move to get it.
GLEAMNS became interested in the Benjamin E. Mays Historical Preservation Site when various political figures from around Greenwood County presented the project to Dr. Patton. Once the project was presented, Dr. Patton grasped the vision, saw the dream, and shared it with the board. The board was unanimous in their acceptance of the vision and the dream. Of course, GLEAMNS was the perfect site due to the existing historic buildings already on the property. The site now serves to educate and inform about the extraordinary life of Dr. Mays, who was born to sharecropping parents, became an educator, scholar, and theologian, and rose to national leadership in the civil rights movement, and then became a counselor to presidents.
Our former CEO, Dr. Joseph Patton, arrived here in 2002. I was also elected to this board in 2002 myself, and from that time we served together for 12 years. Our visions were the same. First of all, to bring recognition to this agency that we felt wasn't in the community, to put ourselves on a level that folk know that we are operating on the level of a corporation. But this has come through the past 15 years, and we have put the best foot forward for those who need our services.
Today, GLEAMNS Board of Commissioners is comprised of 21 members representing GLEAMNS' 7 core counties in the private and public and low-income sector. Our diverse board members bring experience in areas of early childhood education, business management, fiscal management, and legal affairs. Through our board governance, we provide vision and directions to enable our staff to appropriately serve our communities.
GLEAMNS continues to fight at the front of President Lyndon B. Johnson's war on poverty. GLEAMNS continues to be committed to the vision and values of the Community Action Movement to eliminate the paradox of poverty in the midst of plenty by opening up for everyone the opportunity for education and training, the opportunity to work, and the opportunity to live in decency and in dignity.
The GLEAMNS Community Services Program provides a full range of comprehensive services to address critical needs of low-income families. The services generally include direct emergency assistance, such as emergency rental or energy assistance, to help households maintain stability.
GLEAMNS Head Start and Early Head Start program provides comprehensive services to preschool children, infants, and toddlers. We believe it's important that the whole child and family are given the tools that will lead to self-sufficiency. Our services include education, disabilities, mental health, health and dental, family engagement, nutrition, and transportation. We currently serve 1,564 preschool children and 106 infants and toddlers.
GLEAMNS Workforce Development Department is a partner in the Upper Savannah Workforce Development System, covering GLEAMNS core counties. GLEAMNS' role is to provide case management, supportive services, and work-based learning to help the unemployed and underemployed job seeker get the skills they need to qualify for a job that pays a self-sufficient wage.
The scope of the weatherization program has changed over the years. During the inception of the program, we were doing low-cost conservation measures. Now we focus on the whole house, using energy audits to determine the most cost-effective measures to perform on a home to help reduce the household's energy bill.
Our weatherization program serves 12 counties in the upstate, and our main goal is to try and make your home more energy efficient. In order to do this, we have to come out and do an energy audit on your home, which includes checking your hot water heater, your heating and cooling system, your refrigerator, the appliances in your home that use energy.
One of the unique programs at GLEAMNS is our Magic Johnson Community Empowerment Center, which provides technology to our communities. At the Magic Johnson Community Empowerment Center, we host 2 programs. Our Teen After School Center, which provides tutoring services as well as supervision services to youth between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. We also provide a summer enrichment camp. We focus on academics that include reading and mathematics, but we also focus on computer technology and arts and crafts.
GLEAMNS remain committed to the promise of community action. Together we will continue to change people's lives, embody the spirit of hope, improve communities, and make America a better place to live. We care about the entire community. We are dedicated to helping people help themselves and each other. Through planning, strengthening our community partnership, and staying current on issues affecting the low-income community, we continue in the fight of eliminating the paradox of poverty in the midst of plenty.